Hey everybody, it's the boss lady here, coming to you from my vehicle, getting ready to go pick up Miss Peanut from work. I want to talk about Miss Peanut, but I'm going to start with something else first. So, let me tell you how good God is. So, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year in August, before I quit my last job, we had a very bad rainstorm. Remember, I think I told you guys that Diamond had got damaged. You know, she had hail damage. Well, you know, I got it assessed and all that stuff. And, you know, this is not about Diamond. It's not about the car. Well, everybody in my area had hail damage. My husband and I, we are not those type of homeowners that every given turn calling the insurance company, because we don't want our premiums to be, you know, pushed up. Well, we started seeing people around our area, you know, getting their roofs done, and we're like, and then some friend of ours, they got their roof done. So, you know, and my husband was like, well, should we just, you know, talk to a neighbor? And so I was like, I don't know, you know, but with hail damage, you have at least a year to claim the whatever. So today I'm at home and I'm barbecuing. Smells so good too. I just did hot dogs and steaks today. But anyway, I'm out in the back and I'm barbecuing, and sorry, I got two things going in my head at once. I see Boss Man coming home, so I ain't think nothing of it. You know, he saw me in the back. Well, he was taking a little long, and then all of a sudden I hear him talking. I'm like, who's he talking to? Well, there was some men in the area who, you know, was trying to get business, whatever. But I was like, okay, saves me a trip of calling somebody. They got there, they, you know, assessed our roof, our house, our garage. Yeah, I got to make a few calls. One, I got to call the electric company, and I think they might be still open now. I need to call and have them come out because my neighbor's tree is on my power lines. So I need to call them and have them come out and, you know, take care of that. Well, then also, the guy, I mean, when I tell you he was up on the roof, they both were. I was like, oh my God. And it was three of them. It was two white guys and a black guy. And the black guy was like, yeah, y'all go around up there. He was just on the ground assessing. We have hail damage all throughout our roof. Well, we couldn't really see it because our roof is black. And he said, because you have a black roof, your shingles are black, it's hard to see hail damage. He said, so what we have to do is go along and, you know, put our fingers and our thumbs and stuff. He said, you have all, he was, you know, he showed pictures to my husband, and then I don't know, something shaft thing, we got damage to our gutters. We did not even, when I tell you we didn't know. Now, the last time we got roof and gutters put on the house was 2004. So Nanny passed January. I want to say we got the roof put on by July, August that year. So yeah, so now we have to get a new roof, get new gutters, yeah. And what I like about this team, because now let me tell you about my husband. My husband don't just listen to anything. So while they was walking around doing their thing, my husband was online looking up the company. You know, the guy also gave us a copy of their license. I said, pull up Minnesota Department of Labor, and, you know, pulled up the license, and it was legit, you know, everything. Because I'm like, yeah, do that, because I was cooking. And so, you know, when a man get to talking, I'm like, talk to the husband. But of course, you know, husband like, talk to the wife. I'm like, listen. Because he wanted to make sure I wanted them to go get up on the roof. Because, you know, I don't be liking people just getting up on my house. And I have a thing about people like working on my house and doing stuff, but then I be wanting stuff done. Child. I know. Crazy. But anyway. So I got a few phone calls I got to make tomorrow. the insurance company and the electric company. Because, and I knew my husband was going to say something about that daggone tree. Well, not only did he say something, but the man said something too. He said, because that tree, my neighbor's tree, the way it grows, is growing up and over. And so, and I'm trying to remember, the last time it was growing over, they said it was our responsibility to cut it. But because it's by them power lines, my husband ain't getting up there because I ain't letting him. Okay? So them power people need to come out there, either cut the power so we can cut it, or, y'all just get out there and cut it. So anyway. So yeah, but I knew he was going to say something, but I'm going to tell him, okay, if you want them to come out here and cut this tree, you better get out there and move that car, because that's the last thing we need. Especially if nobody's there to monitor them cut. People do stuff and be like, oh, I don't know how that happened. You know how people are. So yeah, I'm getting ready to pick up Miss Peanut and then drop her off to the house to husband, and then I'm going to head to mom and dad's house, and then I'm going to tell you more about Miss Peanut. I did have her IEP meeting today. And the meeting went very well. I mean, we met for all of 45 minutes. I don't understand people who meet for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours for an IEP meeting. Maybe because my child don't need as many whatever, I don't know. But yeah, my meetings, because it was over the lunch hour too, I was like, listen, a girl trying to go have lunch, okay? And lunch was good too. It was rice with sweet and sour chicken. Y'all, it was jamming on the one. Whew. And I had a salad. So anyway, but let me put a pin in y'all. Let me pick up Miss Peanut because she didn't have a good day today, and I want to tell you about that. But yeah. Oh, and then there was something else I was going to talk to y'all about too. A lot of people going to the park. It's 71 degrees. I'd be at the park too, but I was barbecuing. Anyway, hold that thought and I'll be back. I'm back, everybody. I'm just watching and waiting for Miss Peanut to get in the house. Ooh, so, there she go. So I'm on my way to mom and dad's because I gotta drop something off over there. But so today was Miss Peanut's IEP meeting. Like I said, it was very short, simple. I had very few questions, a couple concerns, and that was it. They were very impressed at how well she has blossomed this year. So that, made me feel good. Because many teachers have stopped by to say, oh my gosh, blah, 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 blah. So, so she's doing well. She had one concern about a teacher. Oh, you almost hit the back of them. She had one concern about a teacher. And so I brought it up. And then when I brought it up, then her case manager also brought it up. And I was like, okay, so at least, she's talking to both of us. And so, so he had already kind of put it in the back of his mind that he was going to, address it with the teacher. And then the bombshell hit. But before I tell you about the bombshell, so in the meeting, the social worker, she hadn't really had to check in with her and all that. I'm like, yeah, because I'm there. I'm doing y'all's job. Like, I'm mom. I'm, secretary. I'm this. I'm that, She wanted to know if she was, like, doing therapy and all that. And I was like, nope. The last therapist she talked to, the lady said something that rubbed her the wrong way, and she cut her off. So, nope. So, she's doing great. We talked about college and everything. So, because myself and her case manager, Mr. Joe, we talk all the time. Like, all the time. Because, as her case manager, so I want him to know, like, this is what's going on, whatever. I did let the social worker know that she does now have an emotional support animal. Have to get Pepper registered, but she does. That's what Pepper is. And that has been a saving grace. If you guys haven't notice, it's been a saving grace. And so then, like I said, we talked about college. I told her the college that she's doing early decision for and all the different services and things and whatever. And so she was like, oh my gosh, like she was super ecstatic. She was like, you are on top of things. I'm like, I have to be, because I don't know how much longer the Lord gonna let me stay on this earth. So I'm gonna do everything that I can do, okay, so that my child can, be good. Because since she is high functioning, her case manager says she does not qualify for me to be her caretaker once she turns 18. That, he said it to me already, like a month ago. But when he said in that meeting today, and it's in writing, y'all, my whole heart was like, ooh, not that I want to be her caretaker. I want her to be self-sufficient. I want her to be independent. I know she can do it. It's just a matter of just giving her the tools and, But when I saw it written today in black and white, I was like, Lord help. But, it's a big relief letting me know I am doing the right things for her to be self-sufficient. We also discussed that, she doesn't like the kids at school because the social worker said she doesn't have not one friend, no. Now, her case manager said when she's in his room, she does speak and talk to students in his room. He said, but some of them are higher on the spectrum. So, I don't know what that means. But, I know what that means as far as being on the spectrum. But as far as, like, speaking to other neurotypical children, she's not doing that because she's neurodivergent. Now, if someone says something to her, she will respond. But to just go and engage, she's not doing that. She's like, I don't like you people. She says, I don't like you people. I don't like those kids. These are the things that comes out of her mouth. So this social worker didn't understand, but Mr. Joe, he understood. Me as mommy, I understood. Even her teacher that was in there, her general ed teacher, he understood too. He was like, I get it, but and he said there's other kids that are, quiet like her and whatever. And honestly, Miss Peanut's not quiet. She's selective. Miss Peanut is not quiet. She is selective of who she talks to. Her father is the same way. People think he don't talk. They're like, why he mad all the time? Why? Because he didn't say hello to you? He don't have no conversation for you. If you speak to him, he'll speak back. He'll be respectful. But he don't have no conversation for you. She's just like her father in that regard. So anyway, but then, like I said, the bombshell hit. So we are nearing the end of the day, and normally at the end of the day, I always wait till she come down so I can greet her, and then I go to the restroom. Well, I noticed, it's after 3, she ain't came down yet, so I'm like, doing the potty dance at my desk. I'm like, I gotta go. TMI, but hey, whatever. So anyway, so I go into the bathroom, I come back, and I see that she's at my desk, and I was like, and I thought to myself, is she looking for me? And I thought, oh, well, maybe she's just getting her candy, because she had a bag of candy on my desk. But then I saw her reach for a tissue. And I said, uh-oh. Now, mind you, like where I was at the bathroom, where she was at my desk, it's a good little stretch. So I'm like, excuse me, trying to get to her. And so I walk up, I said, hey, young lady, how you doing? And she turned around. Y'all, let's just say the secretary and me had left the building, because Mama Bear was right there. Like, who did it? What happened? I done dropped everything. I'm ready to square up with whoever done hurt my baby's feelings, child. The teacher that she said she was having some issues with as far as the work and whatever, it was him. She said something about he was explaining, or he was I don't know, telling how to do whatever they were going to do. But it was so much information all at one time. And so she was getting bits and pieces, but not all of it, or I don't know, something like that. And then when she went to ask a question, he told her and the other classmates that he was not going to go over it again because he just went over it. So she took I guess it was a lab test or something, and she's got to retake it or redo the lab. And she was like losing it. And I was like, whew. So see, you always got to be careful about the things you say, because we all said in the meeting, she's been so regulated. She hasn't had no dysregulation since October. And baby, make a lie out of me. Make a lie out of me. And I don't like to say that word too often because you know that's a cuss word. But baby, she made a lie out of her mama today, because when I tell you it was nothing good, I must have called. I got on my cell phone. I wasn't going to text him. I wasn't going to email him. I got on my cell phone. I said, Mr. Joe, where are you? He's in crisis. I need you right now. He was like, what? Sir, I'm going to need you to come downstairs. I'm on my way. And here he come. I can see him walking. And I saw him walking through the window. And I was like, thank you, Lord. He was like, what's going on? I said, that teacher, she is crying. I'm going to let you handle it. Because, you know, at that particular moment, I had to back step, you know. Yes, I'm mama. And the mama bear head came out in me. But I'm still on the clock. So let the case manager deal with it. You know what I mean? So he was like, what's going on? What happened? Let me help you. Blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, she told him, and she was just, and I mean, she was hyperventilating. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Ooh. That's why when mama said, oh, I could come by your job and pick it up, I said, no, mama, I'm going to come to you right now. I need my mama love, because, honey, woo, and she didn't want us to touch her. Like, well, he doesn't touch her, but she wouldn't let me touch her. Like, I wanted to console her. And she was just like, don't touch me. Okay. Smake my hands. Don't touch her. And I was like, Lord have mercy. All I could do was give her a tissue. So, yeah. So that was a lot. But Mr. Joe, her case manager, he was like, I'm proud of you for, you know, getting through the class. He was like, you know, so now you just need to breathe through it. Just breathe through it. Just breathe through it. And so then he started breathing, taking deep breaths. And then she started doing it. And I was like, Twilight Zone, because when I tell you, he did 3 deep breaths with her. Calmed her all the way center. I said, that's why he do the job he do. That man right there, baby, let me tell you. I said, all right, okay. I'm going to miss him after senior year. Do you hear me? Like, I need to give that man a gift, because see, these are the things that a lot of people don't talk about. Or if you talk about it, people look at you strange. So when I made the comment in my last video about, you know, I was speaking to a parent, and because she doesn't have a child with autism or whatever, you know, she don't understand when I say, you know, Miss Peanut don't like those kids. It's something there. I mean, some kids just like dealing with ignorance. My child does not. Some kids like being around other kids who smoke, vape, and having sex and smoking weed and dropping it and popping it. And my child don't like that stuff. She has every single right not to like that stuff. But, oh, because she doesn't like that stuff, oh, she weird. Oh, well, what's wrong with her? Oh, she too good? Yes, daggone it, she is too good. You know why? Because she is becoming a queen. That's why. Child, don't get me started. But anyway, but it's hard talking to other parents who have neurotypical children who don't have neurodivergent children because they don't understand. They don't understand when you are in crisis. My child was in crisis, and I had to get her somewhere and close her in so she could center. A lot of people don't understand that. So like there's days when she comes home from school before she got Pepper, and she would just go to her room. Why? Because she needs to de-people herself. There's days like that. There's days when she's, or like there's times when we go and run errands. That's why she don't like to run errands with me, because it's too many people. She doesn't like being around all those people. So, but other people who don't have children who go through that, they don't understand. And so it's hard to have conversations because, you want to talk about, oh, well, my child, this and that. But then you say one little thing that's kind of out the ordinary, and then people treat you different. And I'm not down for that. So, but those who understand, I appreciate it, because, and those who are open-minded, who may still have neurotypical children but are open-minded, I appreciate them too. But it's the closed-minded people that drive me to my breaking point. But after I got home from work, and I'm out in the yard and I'm barbecuing, I got my little slow jams going, waiting on my husband. Then I looked at my phone, and on my phone, I saw that Mr. Joe has already emailed the teacher. He copied me on the email, and he wants to talk to him first thing in the morning. Because my expectation is you deal with this. I understand we might be short-staffed, XYZ, but I'm going to need you to handle this. My husband wants me to go to the store. Daggone it. But yeah, I definitely just, oh my God. But so that's, that was the bombshell. But she went to work, she didn't have a whole lot of time from the time she got upset to the time she went to work. She had maybe 25 minutes. And out of that 25 minutes, I think the last 10 minutes, she was fully calm. But, when I picked her up from work, she was still she wasn't upset, but you could tell her energy was still off. So, we also talked about in her IEP meeting that, it's almost that time to give her a break. She needs a break. One thing that will be helpful when she eventually gets into the working world is, having like vacation time and sick time or whatever, because she may need to use that to her advantage, or because autism is protected under the ADA, she may have to get accommodations for that. Only thing is, FMLA, she would have to be at a company for like a year before that would kick in. So she may have to eat up her vacation time, PTO, whatever. But hey, whatever. But she is protected under ADA, and that's all I care about. Because there may be some times where she may I can't. And I get it. So, I've learned a lot in these last 2-3 years. Oh, I'm still learning, still yet holding on. But God is good. God is good. God is good. But I did tell her tomorrow, if things don't seem to be rectified, that she can request a pass to either go to Mr. Joe's room or come to the office. Right now, she is doing some volunteer time for her National Honor Society first thing in the mornings. And I think that ends this week. And then next week, if memory serves. I think next week is the end of midterm. If she can get through the rest of this week and the rest of next week, then I'll let her take a day off and just let her stay at home, chill with the cat, whatever. And then we're also talking about, as opposed to her going to the very last day of school, if her grades are where she would like them to be, by the 7th of June, she'll be done. At least. Because normally I take her out a couple days before the last day. Because, you know, and I will say this, and I have no problem with saying this, but in the public school realm, it seems like every time it's the last day of school or last week of school, it's always some crap. I don't need her to be bothered with none of that. You know what I mean? And now that I'm there and these fights and stuff be popping up, I don't want her nowhere in the vicinity. So if I can take her out a week early, so be it. So my projected date is for her to be done when the seniors are done and call it a day. Now, what we're going to do next year, since it is senior year, we may have to do some mental health days earlier so that she can finish out senior year all the way to last senior day. So yeah, that'd be that. But your girl getting a new roof, y'all. I don't know when. I gotta call the daggone people. I call them. I don't know if I should call tonight or if I call in the morning. But I told them I'm not going to the store, but if you buying, I will. I'm kidding. Child. Sending me on missions, knowing I'm over here, gotta drop this thing off to mama. So, anyway, but that's what's going on, y'all. But she's gonna be okay. She's fine. You know, I just pray. I just pray. But it felt good, just the progress, you know, because we set goals for her and she's meeting and exceeding her goals. There's only one goal that she has not met, and that's really about making friends. But at this point, now that I'm there and I see those kids, she ain't got to make not damn friend. Like, she can wait till she get to college, for real, because, no. So, anyway. But that be all. Let me go ahead and, get myself together. Take this stuff to mama. And then go get him his ice cream. And, I'll just see you guys in a new video. But pray my strength. Pray my strength. Pray my strength. Because it was rough. So pray my strength. Whew. All right, y'all. Bye.